All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Crandall. I'm the visionary with Sales Xceleration, and I'm also an active Sales Acceleration advisor in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me today on this LinkedIn Live. I'm excited to dive into one of the hottest topics in sales, which is AI. So we'll explore how it's transforming sales strategy and process and execution, and I'll be sharing some of my favorite AI tools that can help you, hopefully, sell smarter and more efficiently. So whether you're new to AI or you're already experimenting with it, this session is going to give you some actionable insights to really level up your sales game. All right, so let's jump in. So we're going to get started with talking about four things. One is I'm going to do a little bit about understanding and getting started with AI. I'm going to talk about the 4 ways to use AI to support your sales. And then my favorite part of this presentation, so stick around for it, is getting started. And I have 7 AI tools that I use pretty much every day that I'm going to share with you. And then at the end, you can take our AI sales readiness assessment. And that way you can get some advice and some more access to other tools that you might want to check out. All right, so just a little bit about who we are here at Sales Xceleration. Sales Xceleration was founded in 2011. We're an industry leader. We're the first and largest national fractional sales leader organization. We have 222 advisors throughout the US, UK, and Canada. We've had over 2.7 billion in revenue growth for our clients, and we have been a 4-year winner of the fastest growing private companies on the Inc. 5000. So just really thrilled to be a part of this organization and leading in the visionary role. So here's what we do at Sales Xceleration. Our mission is very simple. It's to build a path to more sales for our clients by implementing our proven certified sales operating management system. And we do that with the expert guidance from our certified fractional sales leaders. And what we found in working with clients is 98% of businesses realized increased revenue after our engagement with them. And our clients report an average increase of 32% in sales. So if after this presentation you think you might want to talk with an advisor, you can certainly let us know. But here's where we are with AI. So we asked our small and mid-sized business clients, are you leveraging automation and AI sales tools? And here's how they rated themselves. So 12% said they were excellent. So good for you. That's great. You're using the tools. 1% said average, 2% below average, and 85% said poor. So there's lots of opportunity here with small businesses to learn and grow with AI tools. And even if you're an individual seller, there's going to be some great tips today to help you with your sales motions. So we have a lot of opportunity here. And so just to level set, I am not an AI expert, but I'm a very curious learner. And I want to share my thoughts and ideas on where to start using AI to support your sales. But this presentation is just meant to educate you while you establish your own internal, guidelines and tools. I know enough to be dangerous. That's what I like to say. So here's what I want you to think about is to kind of start small and scale. So after you see some of my favorite tools today, just pick one thing to get started. Because if you try to do too much, my experience is you won't do anything at all. So I want you to look for those quick wins, like maybe automating tasks or using AI to take notes in your meetings, those easy things that maybe you're not doing today. And I want you to look for tools from today that make an impact on you and the ROI. So you can get some tools to help you maybe eliminate costs for multiple other softwares that you're using, because some of these combine features into one AI platform like I'll show you today. And then AI tools are only as good as what you kind of put in and how you use them. So really think about not just quality, but also quantity, just to get the best results. It's going to be important that, you kind of don't overdo it, but really look for those ones that are going to make an impact. And then just from communication, just ensure that your team knows AI is not here to replace their job. It's really focused on improving productivity and helping them automate tasks. The term I'm hearing now a lot is digital labor. So get buy-in early and educate your team as you pick these tools to add them to your business. And then just obviously establish some clear guidelines for governance, for ethics and data privacy, and really how to use the tools. in their role. All right, so just talking a little bit about the current state of AI, I want you to think back to when we got computers or Blackberries or cell phones, or even when social media started. I think it was MySpace. Now I'm aging myself, but think about it. It was uncomfortable. We really didn't know what these were. We weren't sure if it was gonna. I remember the change from VCRs to DVDs, and I was like, "Oh, that's never going to happen." But here we are, right? It's the new norm, and that's what's happening with AI. So just know if you're not getting there, it's time to get on the train. And then when we think about, real versus AI, sometimes you can't tell the difference. So it is getting interesting when you're seeing avatars and other things that are generated by AI to know if I'm looking at the real person or not. And what I want you to know is that a lot of people are assuming that the machine is thinking like a human. So when you're using an AI, something like ChatGPT, but you have to remember they're not human. They have no feelings, they have no opinions, beliefs, or desires, or emotions. They're really just looking at the available data for an answer. So keep that in mind. And then just think of AI as a companion for you. Use it to enhance what you're doing, to increase your productivity. And it's still new. So, the truth is AI is going to do some things really well and others maybe not so well. So you really got to test it to see what's going to be good for you to help you support your goals. But here's the bottom line. AI is here to stay. It is the most rapidly adopted technology, with about 75% of employees using some form of AI at work. All right, so here's sort of the ChatGPT evolution, my perspective on it. Hopefully many of you are using a chat tool today. If not, that's a great place to start. But if you are using a chat tool, I call that sort of the crawl stage, where you're using a basic chat and it has limited capabilities. So, it's going to focus on basic conversation, going back and forth. It can handle maybe a simple task, but it's only as good as what you prime it with. And it does not remember conversations. So I'm sure many of you, if you used to ask Siri, maybe now you ask ChatGPT, it just doesn't have any context, but it's providing basic user support and information. I do want you to be aware that if you're using something like ChatGPT and it's OpenAI in the free version, you don't want to put any proprietary information in there because it is shared. And even if you have the paid version, just be sure to turn off the data sharing, or else it could be out there where you don't want it to be. Now, if you're walking, you're sort of using AI in more of a context-aware interaction. So this is where it has memory. So in your paid subscription, it can utilize past interactions sort of for personalized, more relevant responses. It understands you as the user, your preferences, it knows your past discussions, maybe your workflows, and it can provide a more contextualized support and information for you. So that's, we're seeing a lot of people in that stage with the ChatGPT. And then if you're really fancy, you're in the run stage, which here now you're using AI agents or AI assistants, and they are autonomously scheduling meetings for you and drafting content, maybe email responses or proposals, or handling other administrative tasks. So it can also do some advanced monitoring, tracking trends, and providing alerts, and providing coaching on call recordings. And then it can also give you predictive analytics. So maybe suggesting next actions based on this data, which will again help in executing tasks. So I'm going to show you an AI agent today if you haven't seen one. It's pretty cool. So if you're just beginning, you're going to see some tools today as a great place to start on this journey. If you're walking, then you may see some new tools today that you want to try. And if you're running, then you're really going to like the AI assistant that I'm going to show you. All right. So if you're using a chat tool today, just remember it's only good as the priming and prompts that you put into it. So I like to use the term action, priming, prompting. So with action, you're really setting the stage for that bot to deliver the content in a format that works for your goal. So you have to tell it what you want. What are you using it for? Are you trying to create a job description, a presentation, training materials, marketing materials? You also have to tell it the format that you want it in. I want this in a chart. I want script. I want a presentation. So that's really the action phase of when you're working with an AI tool. The priming is you can give it data or websites to go look for information. So you can tell it where or where not to pull data from, and this will help with eliminating what we call hallucinating to ensure your data accuracy. So you want to set the action, you want to prime it with the right data and information, and then you want to prompt it. So start with asking, how would you go about doing something? For example, how would you build a job description? Or what does a good job description include? Because what you want to make sure is that you're in alignment with the AI on what you expect from it before you ask it to give that to you. So it's just important to use this process of action, prime, and prompt to get the best outcomes. All right, so here's a little bit of the changing sales landscape. Right now, we know that our buyers are very informed. 80% of them have done their research before they even get to you. That's from Gartner. We've gotten that statistic. We also know that there's less effective traditional methods. So 71% of consumers expect companies to deliver personalized interactions. So that's how we can use some of these tools. And then AI is a competitive advantage because, again, 85% of companies are rating themselves poor in leveraging these tools. So if you can start doing this, you're going to get ahead of your competitors. So let's talk about how AI can support you in sales. There's really 4 ways, depending on the tool that you're using. And some tools do 1 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, or all 4 of these. The first one is just building. So an AI tool can help build something. Maybe they can build your ideal customer profile, build a buyer persona, create a prospect list, look for connection requests. It can automate. So now you can streamline tasks. You can create effortless like follow-up for prospects and proposals, and it can help reduce errors. It can create personalized messaging. It can create text, video, images, all dynamic content that's tailored to your prospect or client for that personalization. And it can connect. It has the ability to deliver the right personalized message at the right time to the right audience. So you're going to see some of the tools that I share with you do some of these, 2 or 3 of them, or all of them. All right, so let's just review, before I get into the tools, the top 4 ways to use AI to support your sales. Number 1 is just call recording and note taking. I mean, this is just table stakes for me. It really allows your sales reps to listen, be more engaged on a call, and build a relationship. And if you use an AI note taker, you get these comprehensive notes from the call. So it ensures all that critical information is captured. Some tools provide follow-up scripting or key insights for sending out the email or the text message or whatever it is you're going to do next. Many of them have easy integration into your CRM. So after the call is complete, it takes that entire call summary and action items and pushes it directly into your CRM. And it provides recordings. So sales leaders can listen to calls, they can coach, they can train, and look for those improvement and feedback opportunities. So this one's a really easy way to get started. AI tools are great for personalization, particularly if you want to do that at scale. So you can develop personalized videos or messages, and AI can scale that motion for you and send those personalized messages out instead of this old-fashioned one at a time motion. It can help understand your buyer's personality, their pains, their challenges. You're going to see some of that today in the tools. It can use relationship intelligence to tell you who you in your network is connected to a prospect that you're trying to get to help get that warm referral. So 71% of consumers are expecting us to deliver personalized interactions. So why not use some of these tools to help you? The third way I see a lot of these tools are helping is just around lead generation. So really increasing the flow of leads at the top of the funnel. But you got to find the right tools that are going to solve your team's biggest pain points. So is that cold leads where you need to find new opportunities? So you want AI to build lists and do that initial cold outreach. Do you want warm leads? So you're looking to create more personalized drip campaigns. Are you wanting help with setting appointments with sales reps, maybe for demos so that no human interaction is needed? The appointment can just get booked on their calendar. Do you want help with messaging? So you get personalized call scripts or email support to overcome objections. Maybe you want to create videos or avatars for those personalized messages. Or maybe you just want help with connection requests and finding your ideal client profile and customizing that outreach message. So lots of AI tools can help with all of these different lead generation activities, just depending on which one it is that you want to enhance with your team. And the fourth area is really with these AI sales agents and assistants. So you're going to see some tools today where you can really streamline your operations and enhance your productivity, give those reps those valuable prospect insights that they need to personalize and close deals. It's going to take routine and manual tasks and try to automate those to get those off of the sales team. So that may be data collection or input, analyzing customer interactions. What do I do next? Building lists, helping create email content and deploy that, monitoring competitors. So the list of possibilities, what you can do with these agents and assistants is really endless. And I'm excited to show you what that can look like. All right, so my favorite part of the presentation is we're going to go over some of my AI tools that I use that you may find you could use to get started. I'll just kind of put a caveat. None of these are super complicated. I didn't want to come on here and show you, something that you couldn't start with right away. So just know there's a lot of tools that do what I just talked about that you won't see today. But if you want access to those, I'm going to give you some resources at the end to go find them. All right, so my first tool that I want to share is called Scribe. And the key benefit of Scribe is the ability to simplify complex tasks to save time and then ensure the processes that you create for your sales team are followed. So it breaks down the processes that you have into manageable step-by-step training guides or SOPs, so standard operating procedures. So this functionality that you're going to see here, it not only saves time, but it also enhances the accuracy and then that consistency in getting those tasks completed. Here's what I love. With all of these, I'm going to tell you how you can get access to it. In this case, Scribe is free, mind-blowing, free to use with any web application. So I've done a video here to show you kind of how it works in LinkedIn. So there's no reason that you can't start using this today, no cost to you to start scribing. So check it out. App I'm going to show you is called Scribe. It is a Chrome extension for free and it will work in any web browser. I simply launch it and begin capturing my screen. In this example, I'm going to make a training video on how to add your website to your LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to click the pencil. I'm going to scroll down to the section where it says website. I would click there to add in my website. Then I would click there to link the text to visit my website and save. Those are the instructions. What you can see happened on the right-hand side is that Scribe was tracking all of the clicks. I can simply complete that capture at this point, and it's going to create my Scribe for me. As you can see, here's the training document. The nice thing about this is I have the ability to make any changes to the document. For example, up here, I could say navigate to your LinkedIn profile. And then again, click here, I could say instead, click the pencil. So it's very easy to make changes and then click the link field, click the link text field and save. So now that I'm done with my Scribe, I can simply go to share it. I have three options. I can share it via email, I can embed it, or I can export it. I'm going to go ahead and export it right now to a PDF, but you can export it to many options as you saw. It takes just a minute to create that PDF training document. And now I have an SOP or standard operating procedure of how to update your LinkedIn profile or your website. So again, it's just showing with an orange circle where I clicked with those screenshots. And now you can start building an easy library of training documents for your team. Okay, just so you know, because my mouth wasn't moving, I pre-recorded the videos because we're live and I didn't trust technology wouldn't maybe do what I wanted it to do. So all of the tool things that I'm going to show you are just pre-recorded snippets. Hopefully you can see that's a great tool. I see some comments. Allie said she loves Scribe. Rob, he uses Scribe a lot. I mean, again, free. The only reason you'd need a paid version is if you wanted to do something on a desktop application. So if you were in Excel, for example, on your desktop, you'd have to have the paid version. But obviously, if you're online, you would not. So the other thing I love with this, which I didn't do in the video, is that if I'm in LinkedIn and I launch Scribe, it will actually pull up all the scribes that have been done in LinkedIn. So again, from a training perspective, it's nice that whole library gets pre-built and it shows up right there in the app. So really cool. All right, my second one. So I use Scribe a lot. Second one I use every day is Fireflies. So Fireflies can help you generate meeting transcripts and summaries with more than 90% accuracy. And so what we're talking about is just having some extra person, AI, bot in your meeting that's going to create a transcript and a summary. It's fantastic. It integrates into CRMs, so you don't have to copy and paste the notes. It just has that organized record keeping and actions for follow-up. It can analyze conversation intelligence, and you can have 80 minutes of free storage. So that's pretty cool. Now we, as a partner, we get 10% off for you on an annual subscription. So the code is there if you get the deck and you want to check it out and get the paid version. It's, again, very cheap. I think it's $120 a year. So $10 a month to have somebody taking notes for you. Bonus. There's plenty of note takers out there, and some of you may use other ones. So I've heard a lot of great things about Fathom, Otter, Read, Sybil, but this is the one I chose. It's worked great for me so far, and again, connects directly to my CRM, so that makes life good. So I'll give you a quick peek at what that looks like in action. How Fireflies works. It gives you an overview of your call, bullet points throughout the meeting. It summarizes the action items by person and also can provide custom notes. I have found this to be extremely useful as the call meeting summary goes directly into my CRM. And there's one simple button to hit copy in order to send this back to the participants of the meeting. It's also great if I'm not in the meeting, it will take notes for me and I can read those afterward. All right, so give that one a try. If you're not trying to note taker, do it for free and see what you think. My third one is Copilot. So Copilot, you may have heard about. It helps users optimize their workflows by providing intelligent recommendations based on their usage patterns. So it analyzes how users are interacting with Microsoft 365 applications. So if you are a Microsoft 365 user, you can use Copilot in Outlook. You can use it in Word, you can use it in Excel and PowerPoint, and it suggests time-saving shortcuts, tips, tricks to help improve your productivity. Now, the cool thing, this was just a few weeks ago, you had to have a paid subscription to use it, for example, in your Outlook or in Word or any of those, but they came out with now free monthly AI credits. So if you have an account, you should be able to find the Copilot and use some of those credits to try out how powerful it can be if you decide to upgrade to a paid subscription. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can use Copilot in your day-to-day work today if you're a 365 user. Is Copilot within the Word application. So I have pulled up a Word document for our 1-year salesperson onboarding plan, and you can see Copilot gets launched from the top right corner of your application. So it launches just like ChatGPT. However, now I'm working within the Word document, and I can use these pre-designed prompts to understand and summarize the document, create an image, or ask it a question. Everyone now has an AI credit balance that they can use toward this service if you don't have a fully paid subscription. But in this case, I did ask it to summarize the document, and you can see that AI content is generated. I can make the summary more formal or more casual, or ask anything about the document, but I can also use it to help write the document or make corrections. So this is just one example of how Copilot lives within the Microsoft Office suite to help make your job easier. So here I'm on the main page, and you can see there's a variety of pre-designed prompts for me, or I can just ask it anything down below. So in this case, I will ask it to give me a concise summary of recent news about sales acceleration. Bold the title of each article and include the site's domain and date published. Group them by segment. So that's, again, a pre-designed prompt there, just filled in the company name, and then it's going to go ahead and give me that information. So what I can do from here, if I'm somebody that's researching companies, this is some great information for me. But again, it uses technology just like the other chat services to help you as a salesperson work within Copilot, since it is, again, within your Microsoft Office 365. Show you with Copilot is to launch Word document from scratch. So nothing is on the paper here, and launching Copilot, you can use it to help you draft anything that you want. So just like you would use ChatGPT, you can put in a request such as write a job description for a business development representative for a local flooring company that sells primarily to custom home builders. So it's writing that job description with key responsibilities, the job summary. So this, again, is just a great way to be able to utilize Copilot within your Microsoft Office 365 account. And again, you can copy this right here into Word by hitting this button and then pasting. Now, you do still have the ability to make any edits that you want before copying and pasting, but generally this is going to help speed up anything that it is that you're trying to do in your Word documents. All right, so if you haven't checked out Copilot in your Microsoft, give it a try. You got those free credits. Use them up every month. All right, the next one is Synthesia. So this one's cool if you need to make a video or you want to kind of get away from the boring PowerPoint training document. This is going to dramatically reduce the time and effort to produce quality video content. And again, there's lots of other apps that do this. This just happens to be one that I've used. But you can easily make training videos, customer onboarding videos, sales videos, creating or updating videos as simple as clicking a button. And you get free 3 minutes of video per month. So, you know, throughout the year, you can have 12 free 3-minute videos that you can produce for your team or for your website or anything else. So I'll show you a quick sample of how that works, or one way that it could work. It's a really easy app to make quick videos. You can use any of their pre-designed templates, or you can upload your own PowerPoints. In this case, I'm going to show you, after uploading a PowerPoint, how I can simply go to create my video and do the easy editing. So in this case, I uploaded this presentation. And in this case, the first slide actually doesn't have any script. So I'm going to type in some script here, and then I'll show you how simple it is for it to play that back when I save this video.
Welcome to the current state of AI. I am so glad you joined me today.
All right, and then I can go to the second slide and do the same thing. Simply type in text. If there's speaker notes, you can adjust those so it's more conversational, but very easy to, again, plug that in and hit play to make sure it sounds the way you want it to.
Do you know the difference between real versus AI? Many cannot tell the difference.
Right, so that gives you a good idea how to easily create videos. I could add avatars to this, but basically taking your type and bringing it to life. All right, so get in there and play around with your 3 free-minute video. Try an avatar and just, have fun with it. The next one I want to show you is a CRM, so a customer relationship management system. And if you're not using one, please give us a call, because it's really going to help you get your sales organized. It includes smart integration recommendations. I'm just showing Pipedrive again. There's many others. I'm a big fan of this one. It's one that I use all the time. It gives you, now with their AI featured, personalized suggestions. They have an AI assistant to provide insights on high probability deals and suggest next actions. It's helping make teams make smarter decisions. Many of these features have to be in their professional plan, but if you have that, you'll have an AI email generator built in that can write compelling sales emails from your prompts. So again, that enabling that faster, more effective communication. And I love the AI email summarization where it can condense long email threads into brief summaries. So helping teams gauge that lead interest and prioritize follow-ups. Copilot, just since we were talking about email summarization, if you're in your Outlook and it is an outlook.com email, it can also do that email summarization. So that's a really cool tool if you're having to catch up on a thread that's very long. And Sales Xceleration was just named the Regional Partner of the Year for North America for Pipedrive. So if you want to learn more about this and get a free trial or a discounted rate, you can give us a call. But I'll give you a peek into some of their AI features that they're rolling out. Pipedrive. And you can see they've just released a new feature to generate reports using AI. So this is one of the newest features available. And basically what it's going to do, similar to using a chat, you can put what you would like your report to focus on. So just include the report topic, time frame, for example, incoming leads within the last 30 days, or how many deals have been created this year. So there's definitely lots of examples here that you can generate reports with. In addition, there's also other AI tools that are available for you. Obviously, automations have been around for quite a while. These are great for salespeople. You can use these templates to follow up on active deals, engage with unresponsive deals, engage with leads, optimize your work. So all of this within Pipedrive is there to enable you. But here's where you'll see the Pipedrive AI feature. So there's AI-powered sales assistant that can help you, save time and identify patterns, AI email creation, so you can use that to help generate your emails within the system, app recommendations, marketplace search, and then that report generation that we just talked about. So a lot of these features are now available within this CRM account. The latest is called Pulse, and Pulse is a brand new one that's getting released. It's hot off the press. I can't even show it to you at this time, but it will scan large volumes of prospects, score them, and recommend next actions. So again, just using AI within a CRM to help enable your sales team to work faster and smarter. All right, so give that a try too. If you're not using a CRM and you want to learn more, that's a great one that's got AI embedded in it. We've got two exciting offers for our clients at Sales Xceleration that I'm excited to share with you where we've incorporated AI. One of those is a sales playbook, and layered on top of that is the Sales Playbook Expert AI. And then we also have a great partnership with KnowledgeNet.ai, which is a great prospecting platform for anyone that has to do business development. So I'm going to give you a peek at those. First, I just want to start off by saying at Sales Xceleration, we can create a written custom sales playbook for you. You can kind of see a sample on the left side of the screen there. And that playbook would include customized to you ideal candidate profile, buyer personas, prospecting strategies, key messaging, scripting, how to handle objections, really all of that information. Who's our competitors? What are best practices? What resources do we have on the team? All of that in one place for the sellers to have as a tool. So rather than just have that written document as a resource as we did in the past, now we can set up a Sales Playbook Expert AI service. And this includes that AI assistant that I talked about in the beginning that can empower your sales team to close more deals. So what happens is the playbook is the primary data source for that AI agent. Now you can also have all your marketing materials. It can be trained with up to 10,000 documents to build its knowledge base about your company and all of your marketing assets. It can also integrate with LinkedIn and email, so it's context aware of what systems the user is in to provide those contextual responses based on the prompting. And it comes with pre-built prompts to enable your sales team to, for example, prepare for a meeting or research a prospect or generate an email template or how can I overcome this objection. So All the sales team members using the AI assistant can gain insights and supports of their sales efforts based on that proprietary sales playbook that's been built for those teams. So it's a great onboarding tool for new reps, and it really helps those existing sellers with the tools that they need to close more deals and grow revenue. So I'll give you a peek at what that looks like. Sales Playbook Expert AI. Behind the scenes, there's quite a bit of data, including the playbook that a Sales Acceleration advisor would build for their client. Then there's custom prompting that has been pre-designed. And here it works as your own personal ChatGPT or AI assistant within the domain of your business realm and all of your proprietary documents. So you could do simply, here's an example of a body shop. So I'm using that as the playbook was built for them. And I could simply use any of these pre-designed buttons for meeting prep, outreach strategy, or ICP fit, which is ideal client profile. So I'll click that one. And for a new sales rep who wasn't sure who their ideal client is, they can use this to simply help them understand who they should be targeting as they begin their journey for prospecting. So it's referencing all of my company documents and, more importantly, the sales playbook that has been built specifically to identify those ideal clients and buyer personas. So that's more of an educational. I can then use it to ask me to provide a draft email for prospect outreach. And so again, for a salesperson, we've built behind the scenes language, strategies, and the best way to do some outreach. All right, and then the last example would be to have it help provide, maybe if the salesperson's dealing with some objections, they can ask it to provide, some help in overcoming objections with some scripting. So the last example here, again, just using this tool, leveraging the paper playbook or any other marketing documents that the company may have to enable that salesperson to have a more professional, timely, and appropriate response to any objections that they might receive. All right, and then the last tool I want to show you, I see we're getting close on time and I've got maybe 5 slides left, so is KnowledgeNet, where we can take that Sales Playbook Expert AI and combine it with the platform for prospecting and relationship intelligence of KnowledgeNet. So we've got this powerful combination for sellers. So we're really talking about business research simplified. It can mine your organization's professional network. It can uncover warm connections. It can identify customers that perfectly match your ideal customer profile, provide connection paths, contact data, team interactions, write email intros, and more. So it serves as the AI sales assistant for the playbook with the power of KnowledgeNet's relationship intelligence combined. I found that this platform can replace multiple subscriptions and save some of my clients time and money. And one of the best features is the direct connection to your CRM. So no need for the sales team to enter prospect data. They can push it with one click. So let me show you how that works. Okay, so the last one that I want to show you today is knowledgenet.ai. And the great thing about that is it's a Chrome extension, so it can help you wherever you're at, on a company web page, in your email, or on LinkedIn, where I spend a lot of my time. I know a lot of business development people do too. So I looked at our attendee list and I determined there's one person there that I don't know. So this is completely random. I'm pulling up Tim Hughes. Tim, if you're on the call, welcome. You can see we are not connected, but maybe I do want to get connected to you. So I'm going to launch the KnowledgeNet extension. And what this AI tool is really going to do for me is a couple of things, but primarily it's going to leverage what I call relationship intelligence. So I am going to click on the map that's going to show me who do I know that is connected to Tim, so that rather than doing a cold email I can potentially ask for a warm introduction. So you can see here, now this was random. I don't know Tim, but he is connected to Enrico, who is a sales acceleration advisor. He's connected to John, who is a marketing CEO that I know. Daniel, Megan, sorry, O'Keefe, who I used to work with, and David Jessic, who is the YMCA CEO. So I can, it recommends that I use Enrico to make the introduction because we have a long history together. But I could also ask John to introduce me, or Megan for sure. I can use, if I choose to have Enrico do it, and Enrico, if Tim's one of your referral partners, don't worry, I won't call him, but you can see this simply will launch. Hi, Enrico. I see that you're connected with Tim, and I would love an introduction from you. So that's one way to go about it. So that's the relationship intelligence that really helps you identify how to get a warm introduction instead of a cold. But I can use AI to directly do an outreach to Tim using my company and his company information. That AI assistant that we showed you earlier with the playbook can write a direct email to Tim, and how Sales Acceleration can really help him. It can also reveal Tim's personality. So Tim, again, if you're on the call, we're going to all get to see your personality profile here. And so it runs a disc profile. This is really handy if I'm going to have a meeting with Tim, because I can ask the assistant to help me prepare for that meeting based on Tim's personality. And I can get his phone number. So if he has a direct dial or a cell phone, that can be accessed here. It gives me his work history, which is great. And so all of that information now that I need to reach out to Tim, his email address, his personality, his phone numbers are all here. The other great thing is I can show me any of my activity that I've had with him. I can also use the AI assistant that we showed you earlier for an outreach. But one of my favorite things is I can connect it directly to my CRM. So if I wanted to put Tim into my CRM, I would simply create the contact and hit save. Don't worry, Enrico, I'm not going to save it. But there's a lot of features here that can help you really do the sales motions much quicker than you might have otherwise. And that's why it's really one of my favorite AI tools. And it can help replace other databases and other tools that you may be using to combine them all into one. It's about KnowledgeNet is their database. So here I have the ability to search companies. They have 70 million companies and people. There's over 280 million people in the database. So I use this to replace other services such as ZoomInfo or Apollo if you're just looking for database information to get access emails and phone numbers. So you can do a traditional search like LinkedIn Navigator would, so I don't need that subscription if I'm using KnowledgeNet. Or you can run an AI search. For example, here I asked find me companies in Atlanta that provide IT services, and it brought up 1,963. I could say find me CEOs of companies in Atlanta that provide IT services if I want to search people. And here it's going to bring back 280 CEOs. And I can simply reveal the email, phone number. I can go to directly to look up any of these and use that for my prospecting efforts. And again, that same motion of adding it easily with one click to my CRM, or choosing all of these to bulk export and put them into a list, which I can market to, really makes the sales motion a lot easier. The other cool thing that's here is just the ability to access all of my LinkedIn connection accounts and all of my LinkedIn contacts and do an advanced search on those, or export those out into Excel for other purposes. So it's a great tool and includes the AI assistant. And if you're interested in learning more, this is a partner of Sales Xceleration, and any of our advisors would be happy to share more information about it. All right, so those are all the tools that I'm using pretty much on a daily basis. There's hundreds of AI tools out there, but I wanted you to get started with some of the easier ones. But just know that there's other tools out there for more of the scaling motion. You might have heard of some more complex tools for all-in-one prospecting like Lemlist or Instantly. Sometimes they're combined with other tools like Clay for data enrichment or email deliverability or personalization for email campaigns, doing that at scale. Those take a little bit more time and effort to adopt. So today, I just wanted to stay focused on the ones that you can start using today pretty easily. But now that you've seen a few, I hope you're thinking how to get started. So just to wrap things up, as you're exploring, I would just implore you to try one thing. Just start with chatbots or one of these AI tools. Maybe build a playbook, whatever stage you're in, just do something. Start using that action, priming, and prompting method, but really make sure you build a company AI policy. So which tools are acceptable to use, just from a security. All of these that I've showed you have really strong SOC 2, compliance security. And again, that's something you want to look at. Make sure you're not releasing information out and your information's protected. But invest in some continuous AI learning. Try these for free, but treat it like a teammate. Just always be looking for ways to achieve the benefits as a team. And then, my advice would be to celebrate the big impacts that you're seeing, whether it's saving time or getting better leads or closing more deals. So a couple resources for you so that you can have these. Cold IQ has an amazing list of several hundred sales AI tools. I mean, I just showed you 1%, probably all of them. So check that out. If you don't follow Allie Miller on LinkedIn, she's great with the latest AI information. MIT News has an awesome website, and there's 2 podcasts that we really like that you can see here as well, just to, again, be learning and getting more information. So I just want to wrap this up with this quote, why you should start exploring today. It's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent. It's the ones most adaptable to change. So let's get on the train to start making those changes in your organizations. The last thing I want to share with you is just an opportunity to take our free sales AI readiness assessment. You can get a score to see how ready your organization is to use to support AI. You can learn more about how AI can help your sales processes and team and drive for that productivity and growth. And it will give recommended tools to explore and consider purchasing. So it's just really an informational assessment for you. No one will contact you from you filling that out. It's really just for you from an education perspective. So the last thing I just want to say is thanks to everybody who joined and stuck around the extra 5 minutes. If you want a copy of this presentation and or would like to connect or discuss how Sales Xceleration can help you with anything with AI, please reach out to an advisor that you know that might have invited you to this webinar. But if you don't know someone personally, you can send an email to info@salesxceleration.com and we'll get you connected to someone to start your AI journey with. So I want to thank you all for being a part of the event today. So let's all grow with AI, and I'll see you next time.